up, Voodoo Tribe? It is your girl Naja, and I'm back with another video. So yes, as you guys can see by the title, this is another crazy ass story time. If you like story times and you are new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot in this crazy world of YouTube. The title of this video is pretty much what happened. If you guys are familiar with my channel, or if you are a Voodoo Tribe member, you know Leo, the nickname of one of my friends from my past, not a current friend, you know, 2018, new bitch. Yeah, so Leo and I had been friends since childhood, and we both always knew he was gay. Like, that wasn't really a question. Like, my mom knew he was gay. His parents were in denial. More so, his mother was in denial. Like, his dad knew that Leo was gay, but his mom was in denial, okay? My mom, however, is very open to, you know, the LGBTQ community. Like, she has a lot of gay friends, like, so it really didn't bother her that much that me and Leo were hanging out. And sorry if this is bothering you, I got sent this sweater dress thing, but it's like really big. Like, it fits me on my body, but like I have little limbs, like I'm a short person, so this is what's going on right now. Yeah, so it wasn't a surprise. Like, Leo is gay. He's still very gay to this day. And I do not see that changing in the future. God, this light is like bright as hell. Jesus. I feel like I'm getting flushed out. Like, some videos I look really tan, and then some videos I look like borderline like deceased. And Leo, you know, we would talk a lot about you know, gay shit, I guess. And one of the gay shit we would talk about would be drag queens. Like, I loved RuPaul's Drag Race, still love RuPaul's Drag Race. Just love the drag scene in general. I just love the big, like, exotic, over-the-top makeup. Like, I love all the shade that we get thrown on the show. Like, I am just a fan, okay? I'm a huge fan. This happened, I want to say this happened when I was around 16 or 17. I want to say 17. My mom, I don't know where she was. I can't even think, like, because I know she wasn't at work because she worked the graveyard shift at this time. Maybe she was off of work and went out with friends or something like that, but I had the house to myself. And yes, this is definitely when I was 17 or so, because Leo had a car and Leo drove over to my house, you know, and out of nowhere we just started having this conversation about drag queens, and he was telling me, like, throughout our whole friendship, he would just express to me how, like, drag kind of creeped him out. Like, he, in my opinion, like, how he would say it was like transgender people and like drag and stuff like that creeped him out. But I mean, you're in the gay community, like, and not to get on a LGBTQ rant, but I feel like trans people and bisexuals get the most shit in the LGBTQ community, which is why I do not claim the LGBT community whatsoever, even though I am bisexual. But that is a rant for another day. But it's kind of just like the community as a whole just does not accept them. Like, it's kind of like you're either gay or you're not. Or you could dress a little funny, that's cool. You could be a little ambiguous, but at the end of the day, you're either gay or you're not. So, like, trans people and bisexual people are kind of like put on the back burner in the LGBTQ lettuce, bacon, tomato association or social group. When he would always say those little things about men that went out in drag or like transgender people, it did make me feel uncomfortable, because I just know how it feels for a like not to be a part of any community, like, and just having them shun you out because you don't fit the new social norm of being, you know. This night really caught me off guard, because he was just telling me like how he looks so much like his mother and he feels like he would be a really pretty girl and all this stuff, you know, and like, I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I agreed with him. He does look like a lot like his mother. They have the same face and all that stuff, and his mother's not ugly. So I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. You do look like your mom. Like, I'm not arguing with you about that. Like, that's the truth. Then he was just like,
I wonder what I would look like as a girl.
And I was just like, probably like your mom. like not really seeing where he was going with that.
Well, like, let me like try on like some of your clothes.
And I was like, okay, because at the time I was a little skinny bitch. So, and he's a skinny dude. So I was like, yeah, you could definitely fit my clothes. Like, so he went upstairs and I gave him this American Apparel dress that my mom had given me. And like, he was living for it. Like, he was living for it. And I was like, you know what? I want to play dress up too. So, you know, I got on another little dress or whatever, and like, he was like, ooh,
I need a wig. And
at the time, I think I had like this neon green wig, and like, I think I used it to go to like EDC or something. Not EDC, I was only 17. I think I used it to go to like a rave or something like that. Like, so I gave him the wig, and I didn't have another wig, obviously, but we were just dressed up. Like, I got some of my mom's heels. Like, we were just dressing up, having a good time. Like, he was walking around and he was like,
let's like walk around the neighborhood.
and I'm like, okay, fuck it, because I live in a quiet neighborhood. Like, nobody's gonna be able to clock us. It's dark outside. Well, mainly nobody's gonna be able to clock him, okay? I'm a 100% woman, but to make that clear, he's gonna be able to clock him because it's dark out. Like, it's like a weekday. It's like a fucking Wednesday or like something like that. Like, nobody's gonna be able to clock him, right? So we walk out the house, and literally we didn't even get to leave my parking lot, okay? We're walking in the parking lot, like we're walking or whatever, right? And some headlights pull up into the parking lot.
Oh my God, your neighbor is gonna think like you're with a bad bitch or
some shit like that, like gassing himself up. And as the car got closer, Leo was like,
oh shit, bitch, that's your mom.
I'm like, no, it's not. And then I looked at the car again. I'm like, oh shit, that is my mom. Y'all, I was like, Leo, just go back in the house. Just go back in the house. This man ran for his damn life. Leo was running in heels, bitch. Like, he ran past my mom's car, ran down the street. Like, Leo was gone. And I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? My mom parks the car. She was like, who the fuck is that in my house? Who's running out my house? Who the fuck is that? Chill. Like, and I'm like, where are you running to? Where are you going? But not really saying his name, but just like trying to get him to come back. And I'm like, fuck. So my mom is pissed because she doesn't know who's been in the house. She slams her door and like walks back in the house. So I have to go back in the house to make shit right. Mom, listen to me. And she's like, don't fucking talk to me. You know I don't like your little ass friends. And you got your friends in my fucking house. Don't be having people in my fucking house. You don't pay any fucking bills. Oh my God, like, listen to me. Like, you don't know what's going on. Yeah, dude, you got these little bitches in my house. I don't fucking like your friends. They're nothing but trouble. All y'all do is get into trouble. Mom. That was Leo. That was Leo? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That was Leo. He's just dressed up like a girl. Are you serious? I'm like, yes, Mom, that was Leo. We were upstairs playing dress up. Like, that's why I got all this crazy ass makeup on. And he saw you, and I guess he got scared and he just ran. Well, I don't know why he ran. I mean, like, I don't really have a problem. You both you guys know I don't have a problem with his lifestyle. Like, why would he feel like he needed to run? Well, maybe because he just, I don't know. Maybe he's embarrassed. Maybe he thinks you're going to tell his parents. Like, but I don't even know where he is now. He just ran out. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Wow, that's a lot. But to be honest, I thought that was your little friend Pisces. And you know I don't like her. That's why I got so mad. I'm okay with Leo being in here. Like, I just didn't know. I'm sorry. I really didn't know. No, it's okay. I'm gonna try to get him to come back in the house, but like, can you like close your room door so he doesn't feel like, you know, weirded out or whatever? And my mom was like, yeah, cool. So I call him and I'm like, bitch, where the fuck are you at? Like, where did you run off to? And he was just like,
I'm like in your front yard. Like, did your mom see me?
Yeah, she saw you, but you know she doesn't fucking care. Like, why did you run like that? And
is she gonna tell my mom? Is she gonna tell my mom?
Oh, I told her not to tell anybody, but I told her to keep her door closed. When you come back in the house, we can get you changed, and that'll be that. Like, that'll be that. We can go smoke a blunt and forget this ever even happened, okay? Like, he comes in the house. He takes the heels off so he could like tiptoe up the door. And I already know, y'all, my mom was a keying on the phone with her friends about this whole shit because Leo was looking crazy. Like, Leo was not a pretty girl, only because we had half-assed that drag. Like, we were just picking up random shit. Like, the wig did not complement his skin tone. It was nappy. Like, the outfit didn't match. Like, we didn't do a good job. It was some last of the moment shit, and I looked a fucking mess. My mom even was looking at me like, bitch, where the fuck do you think you going? Like, we both look crazy, okay? So we go up the stairs all quiet, and then thank God my brother wasn't home. Oh my God, I would not hear the end of that. Like, he Jesus. We had went upstairs, and he gets undressed and he puts on his clothes or whatever. And I told him, I was like, you know what, you can keep the dress. Mind you, this is like a fucking $60, $70 dress. Y'all know how not Urban Outfitters. Y'all know how American Apparel gets down, okay? That's like a $60, $70 dress, bitch. But I didn't understand the concept of $1. I was 17. So I was like, you know what, you can have the dress. Like, it's all good. Like, you can have the dress. And like, he was really happy about it.
This is dope, because now I can try it out again, but this time I could, like, you know, blah, 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 right?
So that was the time that my mom had caught us doing drag, but something happened in the future that I feel like made Leo understand why I was so offended on how he would used to talk about trans people, men that did drags, or people in transition, stuff like that. Like, what happened is he felt confident going out in drag with a friend of his that really wasn't his friend, and he went to Jacksonville Beach on a Saturday night. Like, it's way different because we were walking around in my neighborhood at night on a Wednesday. Like, you know, nobody's about to clock him or whatever, but he wanted to go to Jacksonville Beach on a Saturday night with some people that didn't give a fuck about him. And it's crazy because me and him, we don't talk anymore, but like, that incident really pissed me off, like, when we were cool or whatever. Like, it's still wrong even though we're not cool, but let me tell y'all what happened. So he went to Jack's Beach and he was wearing the same dress I gave him. He had bought a wig because I remember he was telling me about this wig that he had bought and stuff like that. And he would like take pictures and stuff. Like, he thought he was popping. And then he got some heels and he went out. Now, mind you guys, Leo is very skinny. Like, he does not have any type of womanly curves. He is not educated in drag. He does not know anything about padding. Like, he didn't know anything other than he thought his face looked feminine and that he could go out and not get clocked. And he was fucking wrong. So he went out with his little friend or whatever, and some dudes actually stopped him and his friend and said some really mean things to him, calling him, you know, a faggot and all this stuff, and being really mean to him. And his friend, instead of his friend taking up for Leo, his friend decided to laugh along with the dude and then get the dude's number. Like, how fucking sick is that? Like, that's so fucked up. And after that night, Leo never ever dressed in drag again. Never. And I told him, I was like, why didn't you tell me that you were doing that? Because I feel like I'm your drag mother, okay? Like, we started this together. Why didn't you tell me your plan? Because I would have told you straight up that that was a bad idea. Like, why would you go in a highly populated place? You know we live in hood-ass Jacksonville. You could have got killed. Like, you could have got killed. Like, dudes don't play shit like that. Like, you really could have gotten hurt. And turns out, I'm pretty sure he's still friends with that girl, and me and him ain't friends right now, but it is what it is. But yeah, that shit is really dangerous, and it just made him realize what people in drag, or trans people that are in the middle of transitioning, that don't have the money, that aren't like a fucking Bruce Jenner, that just have all this money that they could just do like a transition, you know? Like, that's what you have to go through. And I feel, and after that day, he never made any of those comments ever again about men that decided to do drag or people in transition. He never made any more of those ignorant statements, because in that moment, I feel as if it was like that, like, okay, this is what the fuck they have to go through, and who am I to contribute to that and call myself a gay man part in the LGBTQ community? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that was a story my mom caught both of us in drag, and it was crazy. I hope you guys like this story. I don't know how long it is. It's probably on the lengthier side, not really sure. A lot of my videos lately have been on the lengthier side, now that I think about it. Yeah. Guys, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And bye-bye. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.